lots of fun today because other girls are going to read funny stories, moral stories and science. So let's enjoy listening. Hello everyone, I am Shakun. Today I will tell you a funny story. So let's enjoy listening it.
This is the story of two friends, Mr. Boone and Mr. Goon. See what happens one day when they meet. Two friends, Mr. Boone and Mr. Goon, who cannot hear very well, setting a street. Mr. Boone is going to the market with a bag. How are you, Mr. Boone? What are you saying? Cows are few? Where are the cows? Mr. Boone started shouting. I did not say cows are few. I said, how are you? Mr. Goon said, I am fine. But why are you shouting in my ear? Where are you taking this bag? Mr. Boone said, I am going to the market to buy some rice. Mr. Goon says, mice? Why do you want mice in your house? They will nibble at everything. Mr. Boone says, I said rice, not mice. Then Mr. Goon says, oh, ice! You are going to buy ice. Mr. Boone get angry. Mr. Goon, please excuse me. I must go now. I have to go market. Thank you. Mr. Goon says, what? You have to bring a basket? Now why do you need a basket? Mr. Boone says, oh my God, I am going. Then Mr. Goon says, Mr. Boone, please wait. They both run out.
Hello everyone, my name is Sunita Sarkar. Today I am going to tell you about face mask. This is my face mask. I always have it with me. My parents tell me to wear my mask whenever I go out. They also wear masks to protect themselves from getting sick. My mask comes in different colors and designs, but I like this blue simple mask of mine. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Radha. My topic name is water. Water is one of the most precious natural resources on the earth. Almost 3/4 of the planet is covered with water. However, only a fraction of it can be used to fulfill the needs of human beings, animals, and the plants. Almost 97.4% of water is found in the seas and oceans. However, this water is very salty, so it cannot be used for drinking and irrigation purpose. The remaining water available on the earth is called fresh water. Thank you.
Chapter 10. Respiration in Organisms. One day Bhuju was eagerly waiting to meet his grandparents who were coming to the town after a year. He was in a real hurry as he wanted to receive them at the bus stop. He ran fast and reached the bus stop. In a few minutes, he was breathing rapidly. His grandmother asked him why he was breathing so fast. Bhuju told her that he came running all the way, but the question got stuck in his mind. He wondered why running makes a person breathe faster. The answer to Bhuju's question lies in understanding why we breathe. Breathing is a part of respiration. Let us learn about respiration. Why do we respire? In chapter 2, you learn that all organisms are made of small microscopic units called cells. A cell is the smallest structural and functional unit of an organism. Each cell of an organism performs certain functions such as nutrition, transport, excretion, and reproduction. To perform these functions, the cell needs energy. Even when we are eating, sleeping, or reading, we require energy. But where does this energy come from? Can you say why your parents insist that you should eat regularly? The food has stored energy which is released during respiration. Therefore, all living organisms respire to get energy from food. During breathing, we breathe in air. You know that air contains oxygen. We breathe out air which is rich in carbon dioxide. The air we breathe in is transported to all parts of the body and ultimately to each cell. In this cell, oxygen in the air helps in the breakdown of food. The process of breakdown of food in the cell with release of energy is called cellular respiration. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Anjali. So today I am going to read about Navratri. Navratri festival is the joyous way of worship goddess Durga. The festival is celebrated all over the country with joy and fervor. Nav means night and Ratri means night. The festival is so called as it encompasses celebration over a period of 9 nights. The festival is celebrated over a period of 9 nights and 10 days. Navratri festival is celebrated in the month of October, November. Navratri is celebrated 4 times a year in India: Sada Navratri, Vasanta Navratri, Megha Navratri and Asada Navratri. Sada Navratri is the most famous across India. Thank you.
Two women were fighting over a child. "He's my child, leave him alone," cried the lady in the red sari. The poor child was too young to speak. "No, he's mine," cried the woman in the green sari. Soon a crowd gathered. The village elders took the quarreling woman to a wise man. The village wise man asked the lady in the red sari, "What do you have to say?" "He is my child, sir. I was bathing in the river and had left my son on the bank. This woman lifted my child and ran away. I hurriedly dressed and ran after her," said the woman. The wise man asked the other woman to explain. "She is a liar, sir. I was the one bathing in the river. He is my only child. She came there, picked him up and ran. Luckily, I could catch him," said the other woman. Villagers who were watching this drama did not know whom to believe. The wise man got up. Using a twig, he drew a line on the ground. He asked the two women to stand on either side of the line and place the child in the middle. As instructed by the wise man, one woman held the child's left hand and the other his right hand. "Now listen to me carefully," said the wise man. "Both of you need to pull the child to your side. The child belongs to whoever drags him over to her side." The woman in red sari pulled the child hard with all her might. As the child cried in pain, the other woman let him go. "He is mine," the woman in the red sari shouted in triumph, even as the other woman broke down in tears. "Wait," said the wise man, turning to the villagers. "Who do you think loves the child more? She who pulled the child to her side, or the one who let the child go?" The villagers answered, "She who let go loves the child more." The wise man took the child away from the woman in the red sari. "Only a mother can have a tender heart for her child," he said. He handed the child over to the real mother, who hugged the child. The child lifter was given a strict warning and allowed to go. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Asma. My topic is the history of chocolate. Many people believe that chocolate originally came from Europe. However, chocolate, called the food of the gods, was first made in the America. The first chocolate was very different from contemporary chocolate. Today, contemporary chocolates with subtle flavors fill the shelves of expensive chocolate shops. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Pratibha. Today chapter 13, Motion and Time. Let's start. So let's begin. Chapter 13, Motion and Time. Motion. Motion is the change in position of an object with time. There are different types of motion. They are motion along a straight line, rectilinear motion. Example, motion of a car on a straight road. Periodic motion. Example, motion of Pendulum. Circular motion. Example, motion of the earth around the sun. Speed. Speed, the distance covered by an object in a unit time, is called the speed of the object. Example, if a car covers a distance of 100 kilometers in 1 hour and a bus covers a distance of 50 kilometers in 1 hour, then the speed of the car is more than the speed of the bus. Since the speed of most objects are not constant, the speed is the average speed, total distance covered, speed, time taken. Uniform motion. If the speed of an object is constant, it is in uniform motion, non-uniform motion. If the speed of an object keeps changing, it is in uniform motion. Measurement of time. Time is measured by using clocks or watches. Clocks and watches make use of periodic motion. Simple pendulum. A simple pendulum has a small metallic bob suspended from a stand by a thread. If the bob is taken to one side and released, it moves to and fro. The to and fro motion of the simple pendulum is called periodic motion or oscillatory motion. Oscillation. When the bob moves from the mean position O to A and to B and back to O, it is called one oscillation. When the bob moves from one extreme position A to the other extreme position B and back to A, it is called one oscillation. Time period. The time taken by the pendulum to complete one oscillation is called its time period. Activity. To measure the time period of a simple pendulum, set up a simple pendulum with a thread of length about 1 meter. Move the bob to one side and release the bob. Measure the time taken to complete 20 oscillations using a stopwatch or stop clock. Record the observation in the table. Repeat the activity 3 times and record the observation. Find the time taken for one oscillation. The time period is nearly the same in all cases. Units of time and speed. The basic unit of time is second. The larger unit of time are minutes, hours, etc. The basic unit of speed is meter per second. A larger unit for speed is kilometre per hour. Ancient time measuring devices. Some ancient time measuring devices were sundials, water clocks, and sand clocks. Measuring speed. The speed of an object can be measured if we know the distance covered by the object and the time taken. Example, if a car covers a distance of 100 kilometers in 2 hours, then the speed of the car is distance covered 100 kilometers, time taken 2 hours, distance, thus speed is equal to time 250 kilometers an hour. If we know the speed of the car and the time, we can find the distance covered by it. Distance is equal to time, speed x time, 50 times 2 is 100 kilometers. If we know distance covered by the car and the speed, we can find the time taken. Speedometer. A speedometer is a device which measures the speed of vehicles in kilometer or hour. Odometer. Odometer is a device which measures the distance covered by a vehicle. Distance time graph. The distance or distance traveled by a car and the time taken is shown in the table below. 1 minute, 1 kilometer, 1 minute, 2 kilometer, 3 minute, 3 kilometer, 4 minute, 4 kilometer, 5 minute, 5 kilometer. If the distance time graph is the straight line, then the object is moving with constant speed. If the speed keeps changing, the graph can be one of any shape. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Sama. Today I will read about clothes we wear. We all wear clothes. Why do we wear clothes? We wear clothes to cover our body. Clothes protect us from heat, cold, wind and rain. The summers are very hot. We wear cotton clothes in summer to keep ourselves cool. The winter are very cold. We wear woolen clothes in winter to keep ourselves warm. Thank you.
My topic is teacher. Our teachers help us to read and write.
We also learn many other things from them. They help us to learn painting, singing and dancing. Our teachers also help us how to play games. They also help us to learn many things on computer. Apart from these things, they teach us good habits and manners. We celebrate Teachers' Day in our school. It is celebrated on 5th September every year. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Renu. My story name is Pizza Delivery. Tom was hungry but lazy too. He didn't want to cook. He didn't want to go to a restaurant. He didn't even want to heat up leftovers. He decided to have a pizza delivered to him. He went on a pizza website. He ordered a small pizza. He waited for the pizza to arrive. Later he heard the doorbell ring. He was too lazy to get up at first. He got up after 5 minutes. He opened the door. The pizza smelled so good. He paid the delivery man. He gave him a good tip too. Tom sat back down on the couch. He ate the whole pizza. He was full. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Sneha. I'm gonna read a story. That story name is The Four Students. There were four friends who hated studying. They partied all night before the exam and planned to skip the test by lying to the professor. So they went to the dean and told him that they had been to a wedding that previous night and on their way back they had a flat tire. They continued to say that they had to push the car all the way back as they didn't have a spare tire and hence were not in position to write the exam. The dean listened and agreed to let them take the test on a later date. Happy that they got a second chance, the four friends studied hard and were ready for the exam. On exam day, the dean asked the students to sit in separate classrooms, which the students agreed to. The examination paper had only 2 questions for a total of 100 marks. The questions were thus: first, your name; second, which tire of the car burst? A. Front left, B. Front right, C. Rear left, D. Rear right. Moral of the story: you may be smart, but there are people smarter than you in the world. Thank you.
If you ever want to make friends with a pig, sing to it. Pigs are very fond of music.